Tens of millions of pairs of eyes are trained on what is about to unfold. But the cameras do not focus on the human interactions of the day, the friendships, the flirtations in the overpriced cafes and restaurants that surround the huge room. Instead, interest centers on the room's contents. A green rectangle of grass, with white geometric lines painted on it. The nearer people get to this grassy patch, the giddier they become. Meanwhile, a large number of people go to a hill behind a big room to look at an image of this green rectangle on a hoisted screen, seemingly for the privilege of being physically nearby, though they cannot see the room's interior directly, and could easily get the same image at home. At the appointed time, the crowd inside and outside the big room starts going berserk. Two tall, confident-looking men, dressed in angelic white, walk out onto the green rectangle. One is Scottish, the other Swiss. Each carries a large pear-shaped bag, normal in most respects, of average looks and normal intelligence. They, nevertheless, create pandemonium in their vicinity. Amid speculative murmur, the players produce rackets from their bags and begin to hit a yellow ball over a net 0.914 meters in height. Throughout this, the crowd continues to chatter. The TV cameras concentrate on two suited men, in build rather like the people on the rectangle of grass, being interviewed by a woman in a cream pantsuit. Then, apropos of nothing, a man in a high chair solemnly intones the word "time" into a microphone. At this, the crowd is whipped into hysteria. Some scream the name of the Scottish person, others shout the name of the Swiss man as if they desperately needed something from him. A few moments ago, when they were hitting the ball over the 0.914 meter net, the process of hitting the ball could elicit no emotion from the crowd or the players. Now, everything that occurs causes outsized reactions in everyone assembled. If a player hits a ball 78 feet, he reacts by punching the air. But if the same action goes 78 feet and a quarter of an inch, he will tear at his hair or look as baffled as a man who has mislaid his credit card or just missed his train. As for the crowd, sometimes they wail with despair if the yellow ball hits the net. But if it hits the net and jumps over, they all let out a large "ooh." If the ball travels at a sharp angle past a player's racket, the crowd emits a gigantic scandalized laugh. But if a very similar shot is hit more or less straight, the crowd will clap politely and nod as if at some expected pleasantry. As the afternoon progresses, emotions increase. The crowd pleads more and more urgently with the players, but never specifies its needs. Eventually, the Scottish man hits a shot over one of the white lines, and the Swiss man collapses in relief. The Scottish man walks towards the net with the demeanour of someone being led to his own execution. The Swiss man starts crying and shakes the hand of the Scot and of the man who has been calling out the words "time" and "love," as well as the numbers 15, 30 and 40, throughout the afternoon like some monotonous philosopher come mathematician. The Swiss man seems happy, and understandably so. After the match, he is given enough money not to have to work for a decade. The Scot, who is sad, is given about the same amount. Both then talk about what they have just done for the next 5 hours to people from most countries in the world. Then everyone goes home and begins the process of forgetting what they have seen. The occasion, of course, is the Wimbledon final in 2012. The players are Andy Murray and Roger Federer. How did all this come to be? The origins of tennis. History is often silent about its pleasant inspirations. The sport Roger Federer plays has murky origins. We don't know who built the first racket or made the first court. There was no chronicler on hand to record the invention of the tramline or the net.